Hey, Johnny. Hey, Jen Jen. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay this evening? Hello, Blondie. Welcome, love. I hate that, love. They don't make enough nerve medicine. I'm doing all right. Yeah, on it. That figures. Just what Rose said. Yeah, at least that way they can get some closure. Whoever needs it. Tell you. It's aggravating. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Carrie. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right this evening? Good deal. I know that feeling, love. 'How old was that Caleb? Do y'all know his age? – 21. I hate there's so much maintenance in the daggum world. Can't daggum trust nobody. It's a dadgum shame. I think tomorrow will be the starting of something pretty good. Um, Talking about celebrities, that's something that I've wanted to do for a while. So, hey Sabina, how you doing? Love? That'll be a game changer for the show. You doing all right tonight, love? Marianne, hello, love. Doing good. Good deal. No, no politics here. All that can be left at home. That's right. That's the only place to put it. Just if everybody in the world felt that way, love, this world would be a lot better off. Yeah, it would be great, but he knew it wouldn't be that way. I'm sure he wished it would have, but he knew it wouldn't. I have proved in faith time after time after time. The most powerful power on earth is faith. One more. Blessed love. Everybody throw out prayers for Pamela and her family. That that baby does a quick healing. Uh, like praying aloud for that. She can give us some good news. Everybody in the house throw out prayers for her. Like, tell you. Where's my crystal ball at? There you go. I always forget my crystal ball. I put myself in the dark. Going good and well, I can't see nothing. Still can't have time, but it worked. Bless you, Kay. How you doing? Hey, Unique. How you doing? Like, everybody jumping in that. Y'all doing okay? Uh, Pamela, I do pray that has a quick recovery and everything goes well. With the good Lord's blessing, that's the way it'll work. Yes, Sabina. Bless you, Lisa. You're welcome, love. Hanging in there, love. Been a long day. Yes, it has. Like, come. I'm about ready for this one to be over with. There you go. Yeah, that's him. They can at least get some bit of closure. At least they'll know where he's at. And what. But it's just a crying shame that anybody has to go that way or something happen to them, such as that. I looked at the look at that. There you go. Let me take a picture of that. Look, or no, I don't take a picture. I'll just do it like this. Look at the. There you go. Look what time it is. There you go. 9:11. I just looked at the clock, and it's there you go. 9:11. Y'all can see that up in the top up here. Well, just turned 9:12. Every time I look at that gum clock, it's 9:11. Yes. Okay. Seen it in Texas. Yeah. 21-year-old. Like, I don't care how old you are or what you are or how you are. You don't deserve that. Like, listen, I'm setting my own way, and I'm sure everybody is to a point. I think that a death ought to be up to the good Lord for Him to decide how it goes, not for someone else. Unharmed. Awesome. Yeah, that's right, Johnny. That's right, Kay. No matter what you do, you're still someone's child, cousin, brother, sister, something. I've thought a lot of that with mother, because I was having to give her that old morphine and junk, and she didn't. She started out, she always said she didn't want to do that, and I would tell the nurses no, and then mother looked at me one day. She said, "I can't tolerate this." I said, "It's up to you, whatever you want." And she said, "Give me something," and we had it in the refrigerator. So I started giving it to her, and I asked her about an hour later, is it easing any? And she said, yeah. And that went on for a long time, about 5 or 6 months with that stuff. And I just wondered if I done the right thing. But anytime I seen her resting other than hurting, to me was a blessing because she looked like a speckled pup, like a leopard. Every time they would touch her or turn her, it would bruise her. That gum mess. No, I don't believe in it. If I ever stop coming in here and have not said, I would be on vacation at my son's house in Texas, then start calling for me on that spirit. Yes, I pray, Johnny. You know, the day Mother passed, I was coming in the back door and they had her roll over on her side. She looked right at me, and I can't get that out of my head. Right after that, that's when she started all that heavy breathing. And 2 o'clock in the morning, well, about 1:30, 2 o'clock, that was it. Um, but when she looked at me, she wasn't in no pain. The Lord done took it. I hadn't gave her anything that morning till probably 3:30, 4 o'clock in the evening, and it was just that stuff to help break up that in her chest. But I still that worries me. If I did it right. I seen my grandmother do that, and I seen it was just getting her weaker and weaker and weaker until she just couldn't even move anymore. But to Mother, every time you touch her, it would just burn like fire and just bruise all up just by touch. That'd have to be miserable. I believe that now she's satisfied. Yes. I put a baby monitor in there for Mother too when I lay down on the bed. And the night before she passed, every breath, it woke me up. Every breath she was doing, it sounded like she was saying, bye, bye, like it. And I sat there and watched that camera for hours. There you go. It, it's just something you just don't get over. I don't care who you are. If you got a heart in your chest, you just don't get over stuff like that. Coming. I've got photos from before and after. And Mother always told me too, said that she didn't want to be uh, laid out, in a funeral home or whatnot. Said that, well, I guess it's the way the family is because you know families ain't like they used to be. You can't get together nowadays. And to her, the ones that stepped away, and didn't have nothing else to do with the rest of the family, she was like, well, I don't want them standing over me whining around, because they didn't care enough to come see me when I was alive. They don't need to come see me when I'm dead. So I fulfilled her wish, and I just praise the good Lord I did the right thing. Yeah, that Mother, when she passed, she passed with her eyes closed. It usually don't happen, but very far in between. But it did for Mother. She was in such a deep breathing that I guess consciousness had left her and got her in a sleeping state before she passed. So, uh, I just I couldn't imagine having to deal with that junk. I pray the good Lord takes me before I have to suffer all that junk. That's right, Sabina. I feel the same daggum way. Yep. I think that, well, matter of fact, today I listened to that back from the graveyard. I heard my cousin Shonda say, I've never seen Joy this happy before. And that kind of helped me out. I, I just be glad to see my mama, and my grandma, and grandpa, and pray the good Lord accepts me in heaven when it's time. That's all I can pray for. But I do know that you carry your love with you, so I know if anybody around gets close enough, I would try to connect and make my presence known ASAP. Me and Mother have talked about stuff like that before. When I would go somewhere and make a video, where it be a cemetery or an old building or something, I'd come back and she'd listen to it. She'd always want to listen to it before I edit it, and put it up. And it would just blow her mind. She loved it. She loved the paranormal. And when they got to where they would, my grandmother would talk about Mother and Wanda and Larry and everybody, I bring that back home and they get to hear it. That was a relief sign for them. That's their mother. Just like now, that's my mom. And they made peace with that. So out of Mama's bunch, just Wanda and Larry's left, you know. And then my generation from the girls, Joseph's girls, that's it. You know, they come, life passes by before you know it, and you wish and everything you could to change things, but you don't do it while you're young and full of hot air. Like, just you don't think about things like that. Well, it's tide. There you go. We'll give it another couple of minutes. They ought to get on here. They might hear from a loved one. I think I think that all that I've done up the cemetery, I think when my time does come, there'll be a lot of them come to me, just wondering how I do what I do. And the only thing I'll be able to say is, hey, you know, the good Lord gave it to me. I asked Him. We'll see Him soon enough. That'd be the only truth I can tell. Even like my grandpa and grandma. when I first started up there, you know, really wanting to talk to family and stuff, my grandpa, I called out to him, I always say, "Can you hear me?" He said, "Yeah, what?" Like that. Bless you, Johnny. And I said, "I just wanted to come tell you I love you." Uh, then I heard my great grandma laying there beside him. She said, "Well, we love you too, son." Uh, when back in the day, it's just like love was something different. When my mom died, part of Papa died. He was ready right then. He lived about 22 years after my mom, and every day he was ready. I be rolled. Hey, Blue. Empath can do that. Everybody on this earth has got a gift. They just have to learn to use it. That's just like everybody has got an aura. Um, and all that is just your spirit. Um, the one thing a lot of people can't see that you're born with is the death angel. And everybody is born with one. It's amazing what your eyes, things that this human body cannot see. They, I went to a cemetery. I told y'all this. I went to a cemetery one time up in Tennessee, or might have been Georgia. I can't remember now. There's a woman up there. Her niece was right down below her, and I heard them talking. So I went down there and turned the spirit box on, and she got her aunt to talking, and come find out that woman had clawed her own eyes out, so she wouldn't have to see what was done in the underworld. That's how afraid she was of death. I thought right then, I don't think it's death that she was afraid of. I think it's what she's done. That's going to extreme. Bless you. Well, been on nearly 30 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty up there. It's filling up. They coming from the road all the way to that house down there. in this year here, I can count probably 10 or 12 friends or exterior family that's passed. Very well could have been. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? Uh, Very well could have been because she kept saying he's found. And I said, who is found? And when I listened to it back today, she said, the boy. So I'm not sure that she knowed the name. She just probably seen what was going on. But if it was my guess, yes, that's who she was talking about. Okay, Pamela. You doing okay, Ashley? Thank you. I hope all of you doing okay. I know what I'm missing in here now. My daggum black light. It broke. I gotta get me another bulb. That's what I'm missing. Daggum. Because it lights up the film mall and everything. I'll have to try to get me one. I'll let it play and let me ease down a little bit before I go into us asking a bunch of questions. Uh, but y'all can throw me out a name of a loved one or something other, and I'll ask for them. You may hear something right then. It may be 15, 20 minutes down the road before you hear something. For your new ones, if you hear your name, don't think nothing if over the next few weeks or so you feel, see, or hear things in your home. Because it is just their way of letting you know they are there. Just everyone, hey Jill, hey Dunlop. Uh, Everyone throw out prayers for Ashley and her family for her grandma. And I'm talking about everybody in the house. Look, everybody. Because I guarantee you she'd do it for you. Now, Jill Alberca said hello to everyone. Hello, love. Thank you. Hey, Mim Jean. Uh, Bless you, Ashley. And I pray that good Lord sets it the right way. MJ forever. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hey, Sherry. There's some new ones up in here. Like I said, if you hear your name, don't think nothing over the next few weeks or so. If you hear, see, or feel anything, it's just their way of letting you know they're there. Uh, when I turn this thing on, I'll let it play for a little bit before we start asking questions. Let's turn it over to the good Lord, love. He don't make mistakes. Just have faith in every one of them prayers you get them up. And whatever your heart is set on, that's what the good Lord will give you. Hey, Melanie, how you doing, love? Yeah. When she gets stuff to do it with, she got a little bit. I know a whole lot. You okay? Good deal. I was telling everybody, I know why it's daggum dark in here. I gotta get me another black light. Daggum. Mine busted on the trip down here, so I'm gonna have to get another one. Bless you, Sherry. Everybody, welcome the new ones in the house. Daggum. This here is just one big family. My channel is not only just based on paranormal. We do a lot of things. We do challenges, drawings, pranks, all sorts of things here. Uh, Family vlogs. Uh, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. No, I gotta wait till the third, love, to get the pill box. Been busy. I know that. Bless you, Lisa. Uh, yeah, I'll get that around the third. No later than the fourth, anyway. Pork dumpling. Okay, sound good. Oh yeah, we still been putting stuff here and there and getting stuff situated. And the more you dig, more you gum find. I'm gonna have to stop gum digging. Actually, that's what we're here for, love. That's just what we do. If people like a clean, decent place to be, this is the show you need to be on. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to stop gum digging. All these bags. Every time you get something out, gum you find something you want to look at, and then next thing you know, there's some more junk. I'm gonna leave it in a gum closet. Yes, Sabina. Gum. Hollering what? Yes, Joni. We'll get to that just in a little bit. Let them kind of ease down a little bit. Jill says hi, Sabina. April and Jeremy. Just don't let me forget. Hey, Nan. Nan, good love. Bless you, Mary Jean. I heard the name Alice. Figured. What? Who's been sick, Rose? A lot in there. Are you talking about from COVID? Are you talking about from COVID? Who is June Summer? Before we get started here, Rose, I got a question for you. No pillbox yet. Gotta wait till the 3rd. Rose, today when you were saying a boy found, were you talking about that Caleb? Okay. Hey, Christy. How you doing, love? Well, that's who she was talking about. 21-year-old in a septic. Yeah. Terrible. Just terrible. There you go. Yeah, Summer, it's all stupid. It's uncalled for. Yes, Johnny. Yes, baby. All right. Who threw out the first question? Throw it back up down here. Tina. I think it was Joni. Said, if we can we yell out to my best friend? His name is Chad Gilbert from Joni Clear. Calling out to Chad Gilbert. If anyone knows a Chad Gilbert in the realm, turn his energy toward us. Chad Gilbert. No, I didn't know. No. Blue Rose says, hello, Summer, Sebastian, big hugs and hearts. Jean says, hello, Summer. Jen says, hello, Summer, Rose, and Sebastian, and all the spirits with hearts and roses. Chad Gilbert. Read it. From Joni Clear. Reaching out to Chad Gilbert. Caroline. From Joni Clear. Heard someone say miss her. Hey, bees. How you doing, love? In the spirit world with hearts. Hey, Zoe. How you doing, love? Chad Gilbert. Can you hear me? Chad Gilbert. Joni Clear has asked about you. Said you were her best friend. Can you confirm that? Yes, Summer, you are too. He said, damn right we was. From Sabina to Brittany Powell. Love and miss her and working on justice for you. To Brittany Powell from Sabina. Yes, Gilbert Cat. That was neat throwing his last name out there. From Sabina to Brittany Powell. She loves and misses you. She's working on justice for you. Thank you. Brittany Powell. Friend, yes, Chad. Now, when they start catching on, they'll just keep on. Well, bounce it. Mammy Jean says, Summer, you are my sunshine with Purple Heart. You're all so lovely. Smiles and hearts from Zoe. Bless you, love. Yes, Johnny. Dadgummit, Beth. Dadgum YouTube. You're welcome, Sabina. You know, that song you're talking about right there, Mother put me in Taekwondo when I was about 8 years old. After the first year, we ended up having a tournament out in Huntsville. And that's the song they'd play every time I'd come out. They'd call me Terrible Termite. Bets. Don't doubt it, love. It'll probably get wound up here, Trick. She's pretty. They may have wanted more than just friendship. Brittany said, miss you. Miss you. Hey, Jen Lee. Hey, Jen Lee. Beth Hammond says, Aunt Gladys, love and miss our good times. From Beth Hammond. Terrible termite, that's what they call me. I'd always getting into something. It took me years to figure out why in the world they even put me in there. Good deal. Sabina says, hello, all spirits with hearts. That helps throw fuel on fire. But it seemed like every time I go out or they called my number, they'd start playing. I love her so much. She was my mom's babysitter. Okay. I may have just heard right then, Beth, I love you. I'll have to listen to that back. And the same voice again. What? That was a full daggone sentence. Huh? Becky? EMF? I got it. Zoe's on. She may have hers. D? Huh? Bless you gently. Beth Hammond says Wally has been quiet. Although I think he's dead. There he goes. Who asked for the EMF? Someone said EMF and then said your name. So I don't know. I don't know if they want me to turn on, you turn on. I don't know. Huh? Hello? If anyone in the realm sees a loved one on here, feel free to call their name out. Lisa Ann says, hey, Grandpa Charles E. Burke, I love you and miss you so much. Tell my parents, granddaughter, hey from me, please. Burke, yes. Charles E. Burke from Lisa Ann. I hear your name quite often, Lisa. Charles E. Burke. Beth Hammond says, hi, Wally. Hi. Yes, we hear it quite often. Beth Hammond says, Wally, thank you for protecting me. Probably. You probably still got some leftover energy still floating around there. And, you know, all facts and the truth is that when you do this sort of thing, sometimes it can take days or weeks for energy to push off. And dead energy can take a toll on you mentally, physically, and just cause all kinds of things. If you don't understand the paranormal, don't fool with the dead. That's the best advice I can give you. Something barked right there again. I love you. Don't know, Beth. Blue Rose says, hey, Mom, to Shirley Carter. She is loved and missed. Bless you, love. Shirley Carter. If she knows you by that name, like that, you can get a response. But if she don't know it, I tell a lot of people they have to throw their name out, at least a first name. A lot of people use a stage name, Doggy, something. Uh, Very well could, Zoe. Mom, Wally, I am having another surgery. Bless you, dog. Uh, I don't know yet, Summer. She said that she thought that she seen you peeping through the staircase. Did you do that? Did you do that, Summer? You were playing with a REM pod and things. Did you try to manifest love? Probably get an answer here in a few minutes. Mammy Jean says, hello, Mom. Elizabeth Jordan from Jenny with hearts. From Mammy Jean says, hello, Mom. Elizabeth Jordan from Jenny with purple hearts. Chrissy says, for Joshua Clear. Who put him where the police found him? From Christy. Asking for Josh Clear. Who put you where the police could find you? So Joshua Clear. Who put you where the police could find you? You can throw out her name that she would recognize, maybe. Who said help me? Yes, Beth. Make sure it's screwed in real good and tight, Ashley. And if it still does it, then it's them drawing energy. Hey, love. Time out, folks. I was in an old hospital one time. It had no power. It was so active that in the dining area, one of the overhead lights lit up. It got so bright it busted. That was a lot of them at one time pulling energy. And they can do the same thing in your home. If they've got enough energy, they can do multiple things. They can make lights flicker. They can turn them off and on, which can shoot the bulb. Open, closed doors. And a lot of people get this thing wrong. That's where people need to understand. Not just because something is moved or touched or whatnot is negative energy, a poltergeist. No, see. A lot of time it is someone just trying to get attention, to let you know that they're there. I have done in-home sessions for years, and I could count maybe a handful that had legit paranormal of something negative. The rest has been either something Native American or you have an attachment. They can either be negative or it can be positive. One way to do is turn all your lights off in the house. Turn your camera on flash. Sit down, be quiet for a little while. Give it probably 20, 30 minutes. and just make it seem that you're talking to yourself. Like, tell yourself out loud. Say, if there's someone here, I wish they would show their daggone self. And just out of the blue, start snapping photos. If you snap 10, if you've got any type paranormal, you're going to catch something in one of your angles. Then we can go from there. Yes, Venus, you know exactly. But that is a good question, Ashley. I'm telling you right now. I've had so many people think that their house is possessed. No. About every home that's ever had any type of paranormal, these three things that I have found around their home, and that is limestone, a flow of water, or an attachment. Attachment does not have to be something negative. It could just be a loved one that don't know how to turn loose. Or it could be something called a jumper that is negative, that's never been human in the first place. They're the ones that cause health issues. So if you snap photos, if you catch anything, show me. That just save you a lot of time of worrying. Peas and Carrots says, Steve Schultz, can you hear me? Steve Schultz from Peas. Lost at Sea on SSEL RO 2016, a close friend. Steve Schultz. Steve Schultz. I heard it was a brief memory. Don't whisper. A brief memory of what? Us. Steve Schultz. Out what? She said you were lost at sea. Because that's what she was told. Steve Schultz. Is that correct? Thank you. You screwed it tight? Okay. In the kitchen? Just do that, love. Just take you a day when you can, when it's quiet, and just do exactly what I said. Give it about 20, 30 minutes. Then start snapping. Point it in every angle you can think of. And 1 out of 10, if there's any paranormal in your home, you're going to catch it. If I see it, I'll know whether it's positive or negative. Just above my mom's room, same house, busted above. Yeah. What? You just can't answer that question. Can you ask Josh Clear if he turns his sister's Xbox on? Josh Clear from Christie says, Josh Clear, do you turn your sister's Xbox on? There you go. Yes, baby. Wally would change my TV channels and turn my TV off. No, I know. I remember that. Yeah, they'll do it. They'll do it. As soon as you walk out, they'll turn them on, Joey. Third circle. Bless you up. His wife Claudia misses him. Steve Schultz. Your wife Claudia misses you. Steve Schultz. Your wife Claudia misses you. Do you ever visit your wife Claudia? Steve Schultz. So you did until the new. Okay. He's never admitted to anything, but he does do that. You'd be surprised sometimes when they'll throw out something. It'd be when least expected, like they'll throw out an answer. You think, well, he's still around. Of course, love. Of course. Spirits, they say spirits roam at night and rest in the day. That's half truth. Spirits rest regardless. The only they come, Alicia. Why not? Their energy that they use is from muscle memory. That's the only thing that we have left that stays with the spirit. The spirit still rests, but they're prone to stay with the body until a loved one is near. Then they will make an attachment to be able to go and be with that loved one. Now, if you had someone come over that they was also close to, they could make an attachment and go with them for a while. That would be the only way that he would leave your home. Yeah, Bert. Beth Hammond says, Wally, I am so proud of your son, Joe. He has done so well. You won't even pee at 3. Yes, love, he did for a while. They say from 3 to 4 is the witching hour. And it truly is. That's when it's at its most peak. We got storms here all week. Not seen him in a while. You may have your mind more set on yourself and your surgeries and things that's going on, and that can break the energy. To get it back, start speaking to it daily, and you'll see a difference. What? The best thing to do, Christy, and this is just a proven fact, no matter what, don't ever show fear. The negative will feed off of it. If you ignore it, it will go on. I rented an apartment one time, and I was up probably 2:30, 3 o'clock. I went in the kitchen, got me something to drink, and I was standing there at the bar, and I heard a growl. Instead of me turning my head toward it, I just kept looking forward and ignored it. Even though it didn't realize I could see what it was. When I went to the bedroom, it followed me all the way to my door. But couldn't come in, I wouldn't let it. But after about 2 days, that thing left. And it was kind of in the shape of a tree with odd looking limbs. It's never been human in the first place. They prey on the vulnerable and the ones that's easily scared. But it seemed right off they weren't going to bother me. But if you'll ignore things that bother you instead of showing anything, everything in your home and your life will change. It's a proven fact. You be careful of them storms, love. That's what I've said from the beginning. My fan base is 98% female. They're more willing to learn about the paranormal than any man on face this earth, by the majority. And people that are willing to learn will ask questions like this. And that's what needs to happen. Because right now on this earth, there's more paranormal than have ever been. But it's because they all feel something. And we all feel something too. A lot of people just don't want to accept it. But they know what they're feeling. Beth, you're going to be fine, love. You've got quite a while, love. Like a doctor told Wanda one time, you still got 100,000 miles to go. You're okay. That's right, Beth. It is hard to do, but you can do it. Where they start seeing it, love, is when, well, they can see it in you that things are getting to you. Like, this for an example. If you're sitting on the couch and your thoughts make you think that you've seen something run across the hall or a black, something down the hallway for just a split second, that's enough for that split second for them to realize that you see these things, that you feel it. That gives them energy. The more you react on it and you feel scared, the stronger they get. There's things that you can do to cleanse your home, but the best logic is to cleanse yourself first. That's learning how to fight these things. No matter how hard it seems to be to ignore it, just push through and do it. If you want a good outcome, that's just what you have to do, love. If they've started this, then it may have been going on since your childhood. So it may take a minute to break. But if you get tired of it, you'll do it. my my mother's for years, she got where she wouldn't hang her feet over the bed. I said, Mother, I said, if they can walk to the wall or the door, I don't think our bed's gonna matter nothing. She said, I still ain't gonna put my feet on it. And one night she had a dream. Something grabbed her foot from under the bed. And I said, well, what'd you do? She said, I got mad. She said, I was slapping at that thing and everything else. I said, see there? I said, you stood up to it. I said, now do that in reality. And one day, just out of the blue, I heard Mother holler, leave me the hell alone. From that moment on, Mother never had another minute's trouble. But it took her being fed up all them years to ever find her breaking point. But thank God she did. Keep your feet covered. There you go. Beth, anything is possible through Christ. Again, you have to make sure that you've got faith. A lot of times they're more afraid of you than you are of it. love, it could be teenage kids that a lot of us have passer throughs, and that's just someone that is just passing through, going somewhere. Some of them are not even aware of time and space, called residual. But then you got some of these that are human spirits that was just in mischief in life, and they catch you spooky like that. Then hey, they found the home they need to be in, kind of thing. Yes, I have two P's. I've done that a lot of times. Feel them just sit down next to me. Uh, when I was a little girl, I remember every time I went to bed, I used to hear lots of voices in my head and don't know what ever happened. They stopped one day. Whenever you turn that switch off, love, and quit worrying about it, that's when it stopped. Yes, you can read out of John 3:16. Um, there's some spots in there that you can uh, verse over, and you you can create your own holy water, love. But you have to have faith. But the Lord will bless it if you ask it in His name, as long as you got faith. You can put that in a spray bottle, and when you spray it in a cross angle above every door. Put you a little bit of salt, just a pinch, just a little bitty pinch. That's all you need. Put it in every corner of your home. They want nothing negative, want to be around nothing like that. Yes, every person that passes, unless it's a quick, fast, unstable death. For example, like my mom, they pass at home and whatnot. Loved ones that's already passed feel that. Just like mother, she was talking to mama, my grandmother. I said, "Who are you talking to?" She said, "I'm talking to mother, trying to get her attention there." I know then what was going on. Uh, but when it's a calling like that, loved ones surround them. And even if it's a fast death, as soon as a loved one feels it, they'll join that spirit. Uh, yeah. My grandmother, when the house she died in is the house that my stepdad lived in. And my room was right next to her room. And when it was like little lightning bugs all in the room or something lightening up. I know what it was. But it's kind of weird because she was on hospice and she was on that oxygen, that tank thing. And it would go, make that sound every few seconds. I started hearing that machine and it wasn't even in the house. They took it. And I thought, well, that's strange. And then just in a second, of course, my feet was out from under the cover. And I could feel my grandmother just touch the top of my feet like that. The next morning, my youngest daughter was staying with me that night. Next morning, Christina said, Daddy said, somebody touched my foot. And I was just waiting for somebody to mention it. And Johnny said, well, I tell you what, somebody touched my foot last night too. Mother said, they didn't nobody touch mine because I had mine covered up. I got better sense. But that was just her way. But it was a peaceful, easy feeling that she gave me. Uh, it's awesome what they can do. could be telling you something, love. Like I said, if you do with the pictures that I'm talking about, snap them like that. But give it plenty ample time to be quiet in there. Whatever you catch, send it to me. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a while. Been a while since they. I think he's starting now. Pretty good out there. Them old lightning bug, but always in your kitchen. Hmm. You ain't got nothing to worry about, Chrissy. I heard a lady say, "I'm your baby girl." I don't know who they're referring to. Christy, how long has it been since your uncle passed away? And get some good ones and some bad ones in there, Beth. That is one place that I would like to do an overnight investigation. Christy, how long has it been since your uncle passed away? I said, when was it when your uncle passed away? How long has it been? brother. Hey, Chit Chat, how you doing, love? You know why you don't know about your uncle? Because he passed before birth, love. And their energy is still around. When it's an occasion like that, the spirit has to learn from other spirits. I've been asked this 1,000 times. What happens when someone has a miscarriage or so forth? Their energy still lingers. But you have an uncle. He's with you all the time. In the hospital. Bless you, dog. Yes, nobody can have authority over you if you control it. Look, you enjoy it. Yeah, there you go. Welcome, Chit Chat. Um, I'm glad I caught that because that's something you've never known. I don't know how your brother was, if he was the type to aggravate the piss out of you, but whoever he's been around has led him to be the way he is. He would have been on up there in age by now. Didn't get a name. Something that your grandmother didn't tell you. Yes, but as long as when it's conceived and brought enough to have life in it, that is still a human being. They still carry plenty of energy. But it's called a freelance earthbound spirit. They don't know right from wrong. They don't know what reality is. They just learn from past loved ones. And then when you said that you lost your brother, there you go. Uh, grandpas, grandmas, by now, he knows what to do, what not to do. But they can still always be that little wild hair. Yes, Lisa. Wally was always a prankster. Yes, love. Tell him. Bless you, please. More than likely, love. You're probably more sensitive to these things than anybody else in your family. And they can feel that. Everybody throw out prayers for peace just because you want to. And because it's the right thing to do. That's right. Lisa. Anytime, love. Time out. You got to remember, when I connect with you, no matter who you are, from birth to present, I'll see it and hear it. That's why I'm so keen on honesty. Because I know exactly before they ever open their mouth if something's said or something's not been said. But I didn't have to say it. You felt it. Peace, you're sensitive just like I am. You just yet to learn how to use it. But deep down in your heart, you've thought about that quite a few times. And when it's your time to come, you'll see that beautiful child. You'll know him, and you'll know him by name. And he'll look just like the one you got now. Bless you, love. Could be, Lisa. Bless you, Beth. Bless you, Johnny. Uh, Bless you, Zoe. You're welcome, love. That's just like when I tell you guys I love you. I mean, y'all are my world. Is that the name that you hear in your head? Kepler. Is that the name that you hear in your head? Stand up for a minute, Christy. Stand up. You didn't reflect a shadow, love. So, whatever is there is only using your energy. Whatever happens around you, or if it is a thought, a sound, anything of the such, is coming from your energy. I've had this case one other time in my life. Your uncle is there. But what's going to blow your mind is what's coming up next. You are the cause of your own paranormal. You have created it. You've caused it. Some little something in your head a good while back triggered you, and you built it to what it is. Whenever you're a overthinker, when your frontal lobe runs 1,000 miles an hour, and all you do is think or worry, you create a world in your own mind. And that world becomes a reality. When you decide that you're tired of it, all of them little bitty symptoms will start going away. Voices, sounds, movement, everything that you've ever experienced will leave. But you and only you can stop it. I've only seen that, like I said, one time in my life. There's nothing negative around you. You do have regular love spirits around, but you have created your own haunting. Luckily, you've not had an attachment, but if you'll start now ignoring every little bitty thing eventually it will become the norm, and you won't have none of that. Kepler. It gets pretty deep in here sometimes on these open spirit box sessions. But no, you're not nuts. Yeah, when you create your own haunting, it's like self meditating, except for in reverse. You open yourself up to anything and everything. What you hear, what you think you see, what you think you feel has become your reality. It happens once, and I don't know how many billion of people, but when they do that, it's not that they're crazy. It's not that you don't have paranormal, because you do. You have your family around, but your your own self consciousness is what's caused this. It would be like a light switch getting turned off. When you get fed up with it, stop that worrying. Stop overthinking. You'll see things start to slip sides. And eventually, like I said, it will become the norm. And you'll have no more symptoms. You'll hear nothing else. It's something that's actually quite inspirable. Um, I know when you was a child, you had a great imagination. Very few people in this world can do what you did and do it without knowing. That's the weird thing, but the amazing thing at the same time. I can't believe I've run across it, but you can meditate. You can, every time you want to think about it, call somebody, talk to somebody, change the subject. If, way I'm saying it, a song can throw you in the mood of thinking of it. A picture on the wall can throw you in the mood of thinking of it. Things get to moving a little too fast. You get nervy. You start thinking about it. I don't know how you're not having panic attacks, love. But when you learn to control it, it will stop. You're amazing, love. I'm telling you, it's been about 8 minutes for me, and I'm about to die here. So let me get me one real quick. Yes, Beth. That's it, Johnny. When it gets real, it gets real. Uh, I can connect with people without getting too deep, but Christy's deal here was something a little extraordinary. That's amazing, Kirsty. It really is. Uh, you're the type of person that I would enjoy sitting down listening to your stories. And more I heard, the more I could take away. You're so out there, love, that you can do that. That it's amazing. But people have to picture it as I'm explaining it to see it. It's just an amazing thing. Uh, there's nothing crazy about you, love. You do have panic attacks. That's a side effect. Yes, Ben. That's right. There ain't nobody going nowhere till the good Lord says so. Okay, Lynn. Speaking of panic attacks, I've been about a couple of weeks without one. Always stay on the edge of one though, and you can feel it. You can feel your heart skip a beat, but at the same time, they can also throw you into a massive one. Bees, you need a vacation, love. And when I say vacation, I mean from everything. You need a couple of days just for you, love, or more. It would help you tremendously. What caused it? If an angel visits you, love, it's because the good Lord knows you got faith in Him, and they feel and hear when you're scared about something. The good Lord can send down an angel in so many forms and shapes. That's His way of guiding us to gain more belief and faith in Him. But it's only in the time of need, love. So, at some point in time, you feared for your own life. That's when it took place. Yes, love. It's all because of what you have built. If you dream, or what? Let's start it from the daytime. If you watch a movie of spiders crawling all over somebody right before you go to sleep, and you start dreaming about spiders, your weakness to them is exactly what they're going to do. Or if it's in your mind, the worst scenario would be them coming under the door, climbing up the wall, coming to you. Or if they just come straight in and climb up on the bed to get to you. There's two different ways they would do it. Whichever way fears you the most, that's the way your dream is going to lead you to go. Your mind, your thoughts. You have such a strong mind. Matter of fact, the type mind that you have got, I don't know if you've ever heard the term, but it is like telepathic. As much energy as that you put into your thoughts and worries, if you sit and put your thoughts on something to be moved, you could actually move it with your energy. That's how strong your thoughts are. That's why it's so amazing. I mean, not a lot of people can do that. But whatever you think of, love, whatever your weakness is what's going to be your thought. Everything's just playing backwards, love. When you unwind it, and or if you have to self medicate or just meditate before you go to bed, um, maybe take you something to help you rest a little bit. Whatever it takes to take your mind off of it. If you wake up in a dream, hey, pick the phone up and call. They got me. Walk you through it in a heartbeat. Change things. Change the way you've got things set. Change everything. And have it mixed up a little bit. It'll get your mind off of just that one thing. Because when you get so focused, you create all that gesture, then it becomes your reality. Change things. If you get up of a morning and you put your right leg in your pants first, change it. Put your left leg in. If you put your right shoe on first, change it. Put your left one on. Anything you can do to cross paths. Eventually, you'll get your mind so confused that it won't have time to think of that. You'll be thinking of other things. What are you going to do next? How my day went. How somebody else's day went. You won't be thinking of the negative. But you've got to change it. And them are baby steps to get it to change. Yes, generally. Uh, I have them bad. That's why I have to take my medication. Uh, I did the same thing, Zoe. Yes, Peggy, if you had just a few days just to be to yourself only, you would feel like a new woman. Love. Uh, again, Christy, it's because you created human energy can do all sorts of things. Like where people get it wrong, our body don't associate us of what we do. Our soul, our spirit, is what makes this body move. It's not us. This is just a shell. When you're writing on paper, do you think it's you doing it? No, it's not your body doing it. It's your spirit letting you do it. Without life, there's death. No more. Your energy lets you breathe, see, hear, smell, taste. When you open the door, it's because your energy, your spirit has enough to do it. And you have been so zoomed in on your own thoughts and how things would be, what scares you the most. And that's how you've built that world. Yeah, so clairvoyance is something very unique as well. Yes, if you could create the lottery. But just to hit me up first, bless you, Joni. I tell it the way I see it, love, Zoe. Because if I don't give everybody my 110%, then I'm not doing my job. I'm not using my gift as the Lord sees it fit to be done. I'm not taking no chances otherwise. No, Christy, it's not a past life, look. In other terms, to explain this, at a young age, very young, you as a person, you are so smart. You're too smart for your own britches. Put it that way. You're just too daggum smart for your own britches. Somebody else needs to be wearing them, like me, because I need some sense. But you're so daggum smart, you don't even realize it. Like I said, they might be a handful of people in this world that can do what you have done. It's just got yourself in a situation, but you're the one that can get it out. And I mean, this is something that's built over years. I mean, this is not something that can be turned off overnight. I mean, it's something you're going to have to work at for a while. But truth be told, you're too smart for your own dadgum britches. That's what it boils down to. Your mind can do things that you can't comprehend. That's how smart you are. Me neither. No, a spirit don't get tired, love. Christy, that's just honest truth, love. That's just like somebody with an extraordinary gift. Uh, Say if somebody's a sensitive or you know has some kind of something, say a sixth sense, and they don't know how to use it, but they're doing things with it that they don't realize that they're doing. That's the same way with you, with being so smart. You're so smart you don't even daggum know it. If I could just had a pinch of what you got, I probably would have finished school, daggum it. Hey Patricia, how you doing tonight? What do you want to know, Patricia? Yes, Johnny. What would be your main question, Patricia? You ever heard that old saying, practice makes perfect? It's true. When a person gets to the point where they just give up, you lose, you know, I hate to say it, but some people even lose the urge of making love. Depression um, can cause migraines, worrying, being a worrywart, thinking of others instead of yourself. You can get sidetracked with your own energy, and you do that on a daily basis. Self meditation is the best thing that you could ever do to bring things back. They're fine, love. It's just the depression, love. Worrying and stressing yourself out. All the worry in the world ain't going to change the Lord's plans. Just have to accept that, love. Accept that He knows what He's doing. When you accept that and take some time for yourself, meditate a little bit, you would feel a lot better physically and mentally. You would see things change in your life too. You know, I've learned throughout my life sometimes just a handshake or a pat on the back can change someone's world. And when someone has problems like this and you can talk them through it, get them to understand and do these type exercises, and they actually achieve their goal, then, I've done my job. Uh, you know, it, It's not only your daughter you've lost, you know, all that tension, even though you don't think that you're grabbing it, you are. You know, when when you think of things, it just piles up. You need to talk about these things, not keep things bottled up. That's the worst thing anybody in this world can do. Talk about it, get it out. Don't let yourself just slip away. Bring it back. You'll feel better about yourself, and that is all that matters in this world. Not what other people think. I give a damn what somebody else thinks. How you feel about yourself is the most important thing in your world. Everybody experiences heartache. Everybody experiences dread at some point in time. We just can't sit and dwell all the time. Just like, for example, how I do with my mom. I started doing that as well. But you guys helped me out of it. Think of the good things. I had to change it. There's still pictures on my phone that I cannot look at today of my mom. And it shouldn't be. But it's things that I have to work at. Everybody on this earth has something. If if you would just put some things to the side, quit worrying so much. Think about you. You'd feel a lot lighter. I'm telling you. And that's another thing that gets me with people. You know, people can be taken advantage of in multiple ways. But for women, and I say this to any daggone man on this earth, if you respect a woman, if she's your partner or a family member, give them what they need. Don't let them have a stressful time. Don't let them worry. Where's the next meal going to come from? How's my next bill going to get paid? Step up and take care of your people. If you love them, take care of them. Don't let women have to worry and struggle. I know I'm old fashioned, but I think that's the best way. They need to be respected, show that they're cared for. They wouldn't have so much mindset to cause these type scenarios. Hang on a minute, guys. I gotta get me a drink. I'll be right back. I'll tell you why I mentioned men toward women. And when I tell you, it'll make sense to you. Because 9 times out of 10, women that go through anxiety and depression, 9 times out of 10, it's because of the way they've been treated in life. Or if it's from a dad, brother, cousin, uncle, or a husband, or a boyfriend. That one time of misbehavior to a woman can trigger them into a state that they never trust again. No matter what you do, they'll never fully trust again. They've always got that shadow of a doubt. That doubt is going to become dread. Dread is going to become depression. Depression is where a lot of people dwell. Over 90% of in-home sessions I've ever done have had nothing to do with the paranormal. Believe it or not, even for you women, or if you see it in that spectrum, you may not see it, but I'm telling you the honest God's truth. If you're mistreated, and don't get me wrong, a man can be done the same way. If you're mistreated, you're always going to have some type of depression. That depression can cause a lot of factors in life. All your health issues, your mental state, your outlook on life. When you've been scarred, most dreams are either going to be a sign of something or something trying to gnaw at you to do kind of like what Christy dealt with, to create your own hell. It's so easy to be mean, but so hard to be good. A woman needs someone that they can lean their head on and cry to when they need to. They need to be comforted and took care of. Should not have to worry about a dadgum thing. And I know that seems far-fetched and hard to believe. I remember back in the day when I was just a kid, my aunt asked my great-grandma, "What do you worry about, Mama?" And she said, "I don't worry about a daggum thing." She said, "Bill takes care of everything." She said, "I've got the best life they are." And of course, I'm sure she had some little things here and there that she did on her own that she was worried about. But for the majority, it's because of being mistreated. And that's a dadgum shame. People don't realize what effects can come from these type things. When you're vulnerable, that's when negativity can make an attachment. Anything from fatigue, just plain out nausea, migraines, sinus pressure, earaches, toothaches, aching plumb down to the bone. Then you start having dadgum back problems or kidney problems or heart problems. It all leads up to the same dadgum thing. But for someone that has been mistreated at some point in time, or has even had a bad experience. Self meditate. Whatever you're doing now, change it. And I wasn't making a funny when I said when you put your drawers on of a morning, you put your right foot in first, change it. I meant it. That's just like I said, baby steps to change things. But it's your mindset. If you have real paranormal in your home or an attachment, you'll know it quick. Unless you're extraordinary like Christy. Life is what we make it. All these children getting abused and women. Don't you know the Lord's getting fed up with that mess? That's just like a child. Say, if it got kidnapped or something, even though, say, it got found and everything's all right, that one episode in that child's life is going to be with it forever. Everything and anything is going to cause that child to worry. She's going to worry about people. She gets older, she's going to worry about bills. She's going to worry about this. She's going to worry about that. It causes mental breakdowns. They can all sorts of things that could have been prevented just by someone being kind to someone in their life. And people just don't do it anymore. They're not godly. I can walk through a cemetery and over half of them holler help, pleading and begging. It's not me that they need to be hollering to. Some of them ask me, have you seen Jesus? I need help. What you do in this life is going to reflect on how you're going to be judged. If women and children, even men, I'm not throwing men under the bus, because they can be very well mistreated as well. But for the majority, it is females and children. If they could live a good, clean, decent life, they would have a lot less negativity and not have to do these type things to survive, and to just be coherent enough to cope in society. That's why there's so much daggum meanness now. They've let themselves go, and they don't care. It is sad. But it's something a lot of people don't think about. They can cause these things to flare up. I've seen people create their own haunting and have legit hauntings, but it's because they were so vulnerable before it started, being terrified of someone. There was a lady, she was so scared to death that her old man was going to get out of jail. You know, she ended up having a panic attack. That panic attack led into strokes. That strokes led into, well, you know what? That wasn't fair to that woman. If he would have just been kind to her and treated her like a woman needed to be treated, she could have had a good, long, healthy life. Sometimes it can be just not even our partner, it can be your job, like law enforcement. You see things, hear things that you don't want to see. Most of them stay in it for years. That eventually take a toll on you. But you can only do one or two things. You can let all that slip aside and live your life and try to put that in the past. Or you can sit and dwell on every bit of it. Any least little thing can cause someone's world to fall apart. And sometimes it's just by mistake. We do it ourselves. I honestly believe that is why women turn to the paranormal to get answers, to learn these things. When you learn how to balance yourself, everything in your life will change. And always change for the better. And no matter your age, it don't matter. When you do right for yourself, you're doing the Lord's good deed. He's not going to let that go unnoticed. There'll be blessings after blessings, but they got to be a starting point. That's the thing. The truth hurts. People don't want to accept that as reality. They just say and go on with it. Well, the ones that turn a deaf ear is the ones that people better leave alone. And they're the ones that need to live alone, because they're not going to do nothing but bring people down. It's just a crying shame. But then again, it's a learning experience, because a lot of people don't realize how simple things can cause things to flare up. There's so much evil in the world that it's so easy for somebody to get an attachment from something negative because they've experienced something negative. That's all they dwell on, you know. Even though it's not seeable, it's still in the back of their mind all their life. You know, they're always hesitant about this or about that, worried about what to say, how they're going to look. You know, are they going to do something wrong? What kind of life is that? Who gives a damn? As long as you're happy with yourself, that is all that matters. And anybody wants to change that, they're wrong. But it's either the family's place or your partner's place to make sure that you feel that every day. Don't need makeup to look good. Don't need them sexy things, because, you know, I'm the one getting that kind of deal. Make them feel good. Let them learn that they have natural beauty, and everyone does. It's only what you make of it. That gummit. Yes, please. Uh, I've got a cousin that does that, and I've heard his stories. Yes, Beth. Uh, if y'all don't know, Beth was in law enforcement. Um, and she's had to do the same thing, or she wouldn't be with us today. If she didn't set that sort of thing to the side and move on with life, she would be dwelling on it as well. Be miserable all her life. But she chose to do it the right way. Something that can be so easy sometimes can be so hard. Sometimes it's best to take two steps back and just look at your situation and see what's going on. Whatever you don't feel is right, change it. Or if it's somebody or something, change it. I don't care if you've been with them for 50 years. If you're not right in your heart, change it. Or say maybe your home, not just a person, a home or a thing, change it. Because when you help yourself, you're going to feel better about yourself. The Lord's going to see that strive that you've got to want to be better, and He'll help you along. See, Lisa Ann right here is bringing it out right now, and I just mentioned it a while ago. I guarantee you, if they were 5,000 people gathered in my yard right now, I guarantee you I couldn't touch one that didn't have some sort of bad episode in their life. It's a crying shame. I know, Beth. Uh, yeah, pays it. Life's courses can change quick, can't it? There you go. You know what would be a blessing to me? To have probably one of the greatest days I could ever have would be to have a house full of people, families and loved ones, and set them all down and read each every one of them and start back from childhood up. And by the time I got done with their story and told them in detail of the spots where they could have changed or what they could have done to make it a difference, all the way up to current. When I got done with that person, I guarantee you they'd change their life forever. That would be my greatest day. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, he lives about 10 minutes from here. Lisa, I'm sure that the majority of people can relate. It would take a good while. Look, I could do one person in about 2.5, 3 hours and walk all through their life. But if it changed that person's life, it'd be worth it. Beth, you're an amazing woman, love. You're a strong woman. Yeah. Uh, Matter of fact, he come by this evening. Uh, Him and Larry brought some bolts for Wanda's headboard and footboard. Uh, we don't know what we did with them. So Joseph had to bring some over here, and it's the first time he's been here. He's looking around a little bit, and he's like, "What about the YouTube room?" He looked in here, and the first thing he looked at is that only daggum wall. He looked, he seen that daggum hot sauce set right there, and out it going. But I'll get him. Some people are set that way, Christy. Some people would rather keep it like it is than experience the new. Everybody's got their own way. And like I said in the beginning, everybody is set in their own way. Yeah, daggum it. He's all over the place. Damn. When I get him this time, I'm going to get him good. Well, you can't change the past, love. The only thing you can change is the ongoing. Like, ain't nobody change the past. Yes, Carrie. Yep. People can either keep what they've got and always have that reflection of fear and doubt all through their life, or they can change the future to the better. It's all up to each and every person. Bless you, love, Alice. You did it, Beth. Hey, Alice, Mom. How you doing, love? I believe they have. I don't think you have nothing grab you there, please. Black Widow and Crystal. Johnny is the hottest. Um, yes, Alice. That's right, Christy. So many ways. Yes, Beth. Yes, I do. We got sidetracked here a little bit. Um, I may have to do more tomorrow. For some reason, when I turn my laptop on, it starts dying. It's about halfway charged, or a little less than half. I don't know if it's that plug, this cord, or just the laptop itself. I don't know. Uh, that Black Widow is the hottest, uh, and sauce, well, drops called Crystal is the hottest uh, out yet. Yes, uh, everybody has been throwing out prayers for his family. It's terrible, but prayingly it's him, and they can get some sort of closure out of it. Um, I don't want to be in the middle of a good concentration here and then the laptop die, just what Rose said. Guys, I may have to leave you here with that tonight. Um, if you're up in the morning anywhere from 10 to 12, you can jump on for morning. Um, during the evenings, I may do like I did today and do it twice in the evening. Go on about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then probably go on back again about 9. That seemed to work out a little bit better for people. Uh, so that'll give you, 3 good shots to get on. You're welcome, love. Send me the info on that last month on that autistic boy. Or if anybody has that info, send it to me. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I hope tonight's helped in some way. Love you.